Okay, let's be real. Finding the perfect gift for a guitarist can be, well, impossible, right? Especially when it feels like they already have all the big stuff. But what if the best gifts aren't the most expensive ones? So, we're going to break down 10 awesome, super practical gifts, all under 50 bucks that they'll actually use and, actually love.
I mean, we've all been there. It's the classic problem. They've got the guitar, maybe a couple of them. They've got the amp. So, what's left? The absolute last thing you want to do is get them something that just, collects dust in the corner. So what's the secret?
Well, the answer is actually way simpler than you might think. The best gifts are the practical ones, the things that really support their passion. So this whole guide is all about those items that they will genuinely appreciate and put to good use, maybe even every single day.
All right, first up, let's dive into the absolute essentials. You can think of these kind of like the consumables of the guitar world. You literally can't go wrong with these gifts because every single player needs them all the time, no exceptions.
So we're going to kick things off with 3 must-haves. A seemingly endless supply of picks, those fresh strings that make a guitar just sing, and a super handy clip-on tuner. Let's get into it.
First up, guitar picks. Look, picks have this magical ability to just vanish. It's like they fall into a black hole or get eaten by the couch. Seriously, it's a running joke in the music world. A pack of assorted picks not only refills their supply, but it gives them different thicknesses to play around with and get new sounds. For about $7, it's a perfect no-fail gift.
Next up, number 2, fresh strings. Over time, strings get grimy, they lose their sparkle, they sound kind of dull, or they just snap. A new set of strings is like a shot of adrenaline for a guitar. It just makes it sound bright and crisp and alive again. And it doesn't matter if they play acoustic, electric, or bass. This is a gift they will always need.
Okay, and rounding out our essentials category is the clip-on tuner. The magic of this little device is just how easy it is. You clip it right onto the head of the guitar and it uses the vibrations to tune. That means you could be in a super loud room and this thing will still work perfectly. It's an absolute game changer and a must-have for any gig bag.
Okay, so we've got the essentials down. Now let's move on to some really practical upgrades. These are the kinds of tools that don't just help, they make playing more fun, and they help protect their most prized possession.
In this section, we're going to look at 4 real game changers. A tool that unlocks totally new musical keys, a strap that can literally prevent disaster, a little gadget that makes changing strings a breeze, and a kit to keep their guitar looking brand new.
First up is the Kaiser Guitar Capo. Now, if you're not a musician, this thing probably just looks like a weird clamp. But trust me, it's like a secret weapon for a guitarist. It lets them instantly change the key of a song without having to relearn a bunch of complicated new chords. It just opens up so many creative doors.
Okay, this right here, this is basically every guitarist's worst nightmare. A standard strap can just slip off and boom, their beloved instrument goes crashing to the floor. A locking strap is such a simple, brilliant upgrade. It physically locks onto the guitar so it can't fall. It's all about peace of mind, and it's a small price to pay to protect their investment.
You know, changing strings is one of those jobs nobody really loves to do. It can be kind of slow and annoying. But this brilliant little tool makes it so much easier. It's got a whiner that helps you loosen and tighten the strings super fast, and it has a built-in clipper to snip off those messy ends. It just turns a chore into a really quick, satisfying task.
You know, a guitar is kind of like a classic car, right? It needs a little bit of TLC to stay in top shape. This kit has everything they need to keep it pristine, polish for the body, a special oil to condition the fretboard, and a nice soft cloth. It's just a really thoughtful gift that shows you care about their instrument as much as they do.
Okay, for our last section, let's talk about gifts that actually help them grow as a musician. These are the practice and learning boosters, items designed to inspire them to play more often and really expand their skills.
We've got 3 simple but super powerful items here. A proper home for their guitar, a tiny little amp with a surprisingly big sound, and the timeless, always useful chord book.
Now this might seem really simple, but a guitar stand is a bigger deal than you think. You know that saying, out of sight, out of mind? It is so true for guitars. If it's tucked away in a case, it's not getting played. But a guitar that's just sitting there on a stand, it's basically begging to be picked up. It's a safe place for their instrument and a constant invitation to play.
Now this might just be a gift for you as much as it is for them. This little practice amp is super portable and sounds great, but its killer feature, the headphone jack. This lets them have a full-on rock concert inside their own head while the rest of the house stays perfectly quiet. It's a total win-win.
And last but not least, number 10,
Let's not underestimate the power of a good old-fashioned chord book. I know we live in a world of apps and screens, but there's something so valuable about a physical book you can just flip through. It's amazing for beginners, and honestly, even pros use them to discover new chord voicings and expand their musical vocabulary.
All right, and there you have it, 10 fantastic ideas. Let's pull them all together for one final look at your ultimate guitarist gift guide.
And here it all is, the complete list. As you can see, from the $7 essentials all the way up to the $40 mini amp, every single thing on this list is practical, affordable, and something they will actually be happy to get. This just proves you don't have to break the bank to find a gift a guitarist will really appreciate.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, right? You're not just giving them a thing. You're giving them a tool that helps them create, that supports their passion. So the real question is, which one of these is going to help inspire their next great song?